Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are finally celebrating Momo's birthday and checking out her performance video. And I think that this is the performance that there was a clip of it put into the guide that I checked out, because if it is the clip that has been living rent-free in my head ever since I saw the guide. And when people suggested this as the video that I checked out for her birthday, I jumped at the chance to finally get to see this performance, because there was something about it when it came into the guide that has just stuck with me, and I knew that I had to make time for it at some point. So this is my excuse. So I don't know the songs being used in this. I don't really know what we're gonna get with this song or her performance. I'm just very excited to finally see what this video is about. So let's get into it. Okay, Momo, let's see what you got. Ooh, I like the guitar. Hello? Okay, for one, this is a good example of what I'm about to talk about. Love that she has like the black and white going on with her outfit, and then the bright red of the lipstick. Just like a great way of having that pop of color with the monochrome. So far, loving the like acoustic guitars that are on this, and like choosing that for a song to dance to is really interesting to me, because usually you'll get something that has like more of a beat to it, and that may change as we actually get into the song, but it seems like she might be going for something a little bit more on the lyrical side then, as opposed to more of a pop, hip-hop kind of dance style, but we'll see. Great eye contact there too. I don't know if her ripping open the shirt was necessary, but ooh, great color shift. Okay, one, love that we had the color shift into the black and white, except for her lipstick. Again, very intentional having that pop of color in it. It's very kind of like noir, which is an interesting choice. Love the choices of what parts of the song that's being accented. Like we have a beat coming in here. There's like a bit of a almost like rewind sound that's happening, that sometimes that's what kind of activates the movement that she has. I'm not a dancer, so I don't really know, but in acting, I've done like mime, where you have like certain sound effects and certain music cues that kind of activate certain movements. So that's like the only terminology I could pull from. And then other points where we had like the percussion there that was like really quick, and she did that like chest isolation there. Great facial expressions. Oof. Okay, we're not just like zipping past now. Okay, what I was gonna say, doing any kind of floor work, again in shorts, not an easy thing to do, because you're gonna end up like busting up like your legs doing that. But she has very strategically probably over the knee boots on, so that I was thinking like in heels this must be more difficult, and it definitely is, but at least you have that part of the costume working for you. I didn't need whatever that movement was for her laying on the floor. I don't really know if that was necessary. We're going for a very sensual tone here, and I wasn't entirely prepared. And we get the color back too with the red lighting. Oof. That hurts my body just thinking of stretching like that. Oh, we're shifting, aren't we? There's a guitar now. Okay, I think this is, I saw the clip from this part in this particular section, but I do really like that she went for something a little bit more sensual. I think that is a really interesting shift. Again, I don't know entirely the connection between what Twice was doing kind of at the beginning of their career and where they are now, when did this come out? 2 years ago. So I'm assuming that this is closer to when they kind of shifted the feel of their songs. I only know them from like not even a year ago. I haven't even been listening to their music for a year yet. So I don't know entirely where this kind of falls in the arc of that journey, but I do like that she did something that had that vibe to it, because I think that it's pushing a little bit out of the normal image that Twice has as a group. Like, it's distinguishing her from being like a member of Twice and instead doing her own individual thing. And I also think that she's going to shift it into something else in this part. So it's showing up dynamics of what she's able to do as a performer. Very captivating there, like great facial expressions, eye contact. I can't stretch like that, so I'm like, go off. I mean, if I looked like that and I could dance like that, I would. So go off. This part kind of scares me because we got guitar and we got snapping and there's a costume change, and I'm just yeah, this outfit. That shit is over. Finally, you found yourself a friend. Then you ooh, good shoulder movement. Ever since the start, I saw the end around the corner, 'cause I know you so well. So predictable. You're an animal. I can't let you go. You're so good at being bad. Ooh, okay, not to interrupt, but this song feeling way more into that kind of like dance feeling, and I love how her movements have sharpened up in this. Great contrast between what she was doing in the previous one, very smooth, drawn out, more languid movements, whereas this one has a lot more sharp movements to it. Love getting to see that dynamic in her performance. So predictable. A little footwork there. Man. You see her little smirk there. Okay, I see how it is. I was going through this whole thing. Look, I'm really looking forward to seeing more stuff with Momo because I feel like she's very quiet. I feel like she's more in the like introverted, quiet part of the group. I feel like I don't know a whole lot about her because in the compilations that I've seen that focus more on the other members, I feel like she isn't like at the forefront of a ton of that. Like, there are moments where she's interacting with the other members and they're very sweet, but I haven't seen her personality like really shine through in those videos because obviously they're not focused on her. So I'm like, okay, she's gonna be a bit more on the quiet side, a bit more reserved. That's not what I'm getting from the performance, which I think shows to how good of a performer she is. Because if her personality is kind of where I feel it is from what little I've seen, this is all stage presence, and it's very powerful. Love the like isolated movements. Again, like we had these very connected fluid movements in the first half of this, and now we have this where she's isolating movements to like specific parts of her body to accent certain parts of the song. Very different dancing style, and I love getting to see both of those sides. Love the footwork there. Her smirk. You look at me waiting to attack. You are on your worst behavior. I want it just like that. So why are we on the floor again? Ooh, good spin. Hang on, we're going back with the spin. One thing I will say, again, I'm not a dancer, so someone can definitely correct me on this who is in choreography, but it feels a bit like feminine and masculine energy, and I don't mean that necessarily in like woman man like going into gender kind of things, but in terms of like more feminine movements and more femininity in the first part, shifting into something that is pulling more from like masculinity and masculine traits. Again, not necessarily talking about gender here, but just sort of like the social construct of what we think is more feminine and what is more masculine. Both of them very powerful and captivating in their own ways, but showing kind of those two sides of the coin, kind of telling the same story with the songs, but with those two different sides to it that I think is really interesting. Even like her costume, very feminine focused in the beginning, and then having more of a masculine style here with the like jacket and the pants and that sort of thing. So it's a cool contrast between those two kind of characters. Love a good spin. I'm sorry, did she just put her hands in her pockets and just casually dance like that? All right. Fine, okay. Just end it like that then. I love how that performance was kind of broken up into two pieces, because I do really feel like it was kind of playing off of each other, even with the coloring choices, right? Like in the first part, very monochrome without one focal point of red with the lips and then the lighting later on, but more in that monochrome style. And then in the second part, full red outfit, right? So those two sides to kind of the same performance for her, and getting those two different styles of performance from her as well, not just in terms of like the choreography, but also in terms of like the character she was embodying. I really like that she was playing with those like two different sides in this. It could have just been one song, one performance straight all the way through, and I'm sure that she would have done a fantastic job. But I love that she took the opportunity to really show off that she can do both. She can have both of those sides, have something that has a little bit more of the kind of lyrical, more fluid movement to it, and then having something that's a little bit more on the pop hip hop side. Again, not a choreographer, so I may be getting the terms wrong. I don't know for sure, but more of that kind of sharper, faster, more energy behind the movements, even though it had like this casual confidence to it like all the way through. Really great to see that she has like all of that, because I feel like I've definitely seen her do a great job with the choreography in Twice, but I love getting to see her do something that just really shows off what a good performer she is. It was captivating the whole time. Like I'm kind of like trying not to get too immersed because I'm doing a reaction. I'm trying to like really pull things apart a little bit more than just like losing myself in it. But I remember first seeing it and it just like sticking with me. And I think that it says something about a performer when you can see like a short, it couldn't have been more than like 30 seconds of a performance, and it sticks with you for like months after seeing it. I think that that really shows the kind of performer that she is. So I really liked getting to see this. I don't know if there are more, but I would love to see more of her doing different things with performance, whether that's like an actual video like this or just other performances that she's done, like solo moments in live shows and things like that. Definitely let me know down in the comments, because I'm always adding things to my list of stuff to get to later. But I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click those plays to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post a Twice reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!